Hey there, Rangers fans. Welcome to another update from your trusted source for all things Rangers. It's great to have you here with us. Before we get into the latest news, I just want to take a moment to say thank you for all the support we've been receiving. Seriously, you guys are amazing. If you're a diehard Rangers fan and you're not already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and let's keep building this fantastic community. For those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. Your support means the world to us, so let's dive right into the latest from IBROX and beyond. It's been an interesting few days, and there's a lot to talk about, so let's not waste any time. Now, let's talk about Youssef Chamatai, the young striker's first goal for Rangers, which came in the win over Kilmarnock, should have been a moment of pure relief for the player and a celebration for the fans. But instead, what followed has sparked a heated debate among both supporters and pundits alike. His £8 million move from Everton was met with a fair bit of skepticism. Fans were wondering if the hefty price tag was justified given the striker's performances in the opening games of the season, and after failing to find the net in his first 8 appearances, there was mounting pressure for him to start delivering. So when Chamatai finally broke his duck, it should have been a moment to savor, right? But no. Instead, it was his reaction that quickly stole the spotlight. After scoring the third goal in the 3-1 victory at IBROX, a goal that helped secure the team's first league win under new manager Danny Rowe, Chamatai made a gesture to the crowd that immediately grabbed attention. Rather than running towards the corner flag or celebrating with his teammates, Chamatai turned to the stands and made a talking motion with his hands. Now, it's pretty clear that he was directing this gesture towards the fans who had voiced their frustrations with him in recent weeks. Maybe he was trying to make a statement, showing that he wasn't going to be silenced and that he was here to prove his worth. However, not everyone saw it that way. The reaction from the Rangers fanbase has been divided. Some fans are defending Chamatai, interpreting the gesture as a sign of passion and defiance, a young player showing that he's determined to silence his critics. They believe that this is a player who's finally finding his confidence and wants to make sure everyone knows that he's not giving up. On the other hand, there are fans who feel that the gesture was unnecessary, especially given how much pressure Chamatai has been under. It was a goal that, while important for his personal confidence, still doesn't erase the fact that he's been struggling for form. Critics have called it premature and even arrogant, considering how much he still has to prove at the club. Former Rangers striker Ross McCormick, who's never one to shy away from voicing his opinion, has been particularly outspoken on this matter. McCormick, who's been through the highs and lows of playing for Rangers, has said that Chamatai crossed a line with that gesture. Speaking on Clyde One Super Scoreboard, McCormick suggested that the club captain, James Tavernier, should have a word with Chamatai and make it clear that this kind of behavior is unacceptable. "You've got to respect the fans," McCormick said, adding that the fans are the ones who can make or break a player at Rangers. "I just found it a bit strange, even disrespectful," he continued. McCormick's comments highlight the delicate balance that Rangers players must strike. At IBROX, the expectations are sky-high, and the scrutiny from the supporters is relentless. The fans demand effort, passion, and most importantly, respect. That's why Chamatai's gesture hasn't gone unnoticed. While it might have been an emotional reaction from a player under pressure, the Rangers faithful aren't known for letting these things slide easily. Danny Rowe, the new Rangers boss, has had to deal with his fair share of challenges since taking charge, and this situation is no exception. While he's been trying to rebuild the team's confidence and consistency, he's also trying to maintain a sense of discipline and respect within the squad. Rowe has addressed the situation in his own way, trying to take the focus off the controversy surrounding Chamatai and shift it back to the positive aspects of the match. The German coach spoke about the goal as a step in the right direction for Chamatai, acknowledging that the striker still has a lot to improve on, but that the goal could serve as a turning point for him. Rowe was careful not to overly criticize Chamatai, understanding that the young player's confidence had been fragile up until that point. "It was a good step, a small step, but we saw today what is possible," Rowe said after the match. He went on to say that the club needed to work on improving the self-confidence of all the players, with Chamatai being one of the key figures in this process. The goal was a much-needed boost for the striker, and for Rowe, it's another piece of the puzzle as he works to stabilize the team and build belief within the squad. Chamatai's emotional reaction was likely a result of the pressure he's been under since joining the club. The young Portuguese forward has been at the center of attention since his move, and while he's always looked capable of more, he struggled to produce the kind of performances fans were hoping for. That's why, for many, his goal against Kilmarnock felt like a bit of redemption. However, the way he celebrated it has left some questioning whether Chamatai truly understands what it takes to be successful at a club like Rangers. It's one thing to score a goal, but it's another thing entirely to handle the pressure of playing for a club with such high expectations. Chamatai now faces a crucial period in his Rangers career. The supporters are still waiting for him to show that he can consistently deliver on the pitch. It's not enough to score a goal here and there. He needs to prove that he can be a key player for Rangers going forward. If he can channel the emotion and frustration that led to that gesture into his performances, there's a real chance he can turn his season around. But he needs to do it quickly. The fans won't tolerate too much more of the same. They want to see a player who respects them, who gives his all on the pitch, and who is willing to do whatever it takes to earn their trust and support. One thing's for sure, Chamatai's future at Rangers is still up in the air. He's shown glimpses of what he's capable of, but now he needs to back it up with consistent performances. He's got the talent, but can he handle the pressure? That's the big question. Moving on from Chamatai's controversial celebration, there's more news coming from IBROX that's been catching everyone's attention. Another player who's been under scrutiny this season is Danilo. After a difficult start to the campaign, the Brazilian forward is hoping that the arrival of new manager Danny Rowe will be the fresh start he needs. Danilo, who played a pivotal role in the victory over Kilmarnock, is determined to make an impact under the new regime. Rowe's first match in charge was a much-needed win, and the players, including Danilo, will be hoping that this marks the beginning of a more successful phase for the team. The win over Kilmarnock was only Rangers' second league triumph of the season, and it was a crucial result for the club. While the team still sits 13 points behind the league leaders, Hearts, the win was a step in the right direction, especially with Celtic now only 5 points ahead of them in the race for second place. It wasn't just about the result, though. For Danilo, the goal he scored in that match was a massive boost to his confidence. It was his second of the season, and it came at a time when the player has been desperate to show what he's capable of. The Brazilian forward has had a frustrating time since joining Rangers, and this goal, following a difficult spell under the previous manager, was just what he needed to get back on track. Danilo's header against Kilmarnock restored Rangers' lead after the team had been pegged back by an equalizer from George Stanger. The goal came from a great cross from Jadon Moma, and it was a well-taken finish from Danilo. The striker had been disappointed with his lack of chances earlier in the season, but this goal gave him the opportunity to show that he's ready to play a key role in the team moving forward. After the match, Danilo reflected on his goal and the team's performance, admitting that he'd been waiting for the opportunity to get back into the squad. "A goal always lifts you up," he said, expressing his happiness at getting on the scoresheet after a long wait. "Nobody sees the hard work you do behind the scenes," he added, acknowledging the effort he'd put in while not being part of the starting 11. It was clear that Danilo was hungry to prove himself, and this goal gave him the perfect platform to do so. The victory over Kilmarnock also marked the beginning of a new era for the team under Danny Rowe's management. After a tough spell under the previous manager, Rowe's arrival has brought a sense of fresh hope to the squad. Danilo, who had struggled to get regular game time before, now feels like he has a chance to show his worth. "I was counting the days when I wasn't in the squad," Danilo confessed, explaining how frustrating it had been to be left out of the team. But now that Rowe is in charge, things are looking up for the forward. "Danny took the role, and it's been good," he said, reflecting on the new manager's influence. Rowe has been vocal about his desire to improve every player in the squad, and Danilo is certainly keen to be a part of that process. "He's talking and wants to improve everyone," Danilo said, highlighting the manager's focus on developing the team and helping each player reach their full potential. Rowe's first game in charge showed that he's willing to be flexible with his tactics, and he made several changes to the team's formation during the match. For Danilo, this change in approach gave him the chance to play a more central role, and he impressed with his performance. Rowe has been clear about his tactical philosophy, stating that he wants consistency in the way the team plays. "We need to press, and we need to work hard," Danilo explained, echoing Rowe's words. The Brazilian forward seems to be buying into the new manager's ideas and is ready to put in the work required to improve his game. It's a good opportunity for me to be around and play more as a 10, sometimes changing with gas armor, Danilo said, showing that he's adaptable and willing to take on whatever role the manager asks of him. His flexibility could be key as the team looks to find a system that works. Looking ahead, Danilo is focused on continuing to improve and build on his performances. The team's next match against HICKEY is an important one, and with the Old Firm Derby coming up shortly after, there's a real sense of urgency to maintain the momentum. We want to build up consistency, and hopefully we can continue improving, Danilo said, looking ahead to the next challenges. His determination to keep improving and earn his place in the starting 11 is clear, and he's confident that the team can keep progressing under Rowe's leadership. It depends on the kind of opponents you play against, Danilo added, showing his awareness of how different challenges require different strategies. He's ready to do whatever it takes to help Rangers get back on track and fight for silverware this season. The win over Kilmarnock was a significant result, but it's just one step in what will be a long journey for the team. Rowe has made it clear that he's not committed to one tactical approach and will adapt depending on the opposition. For Danilo and the rest of the squad, this means they must remain flexible and be ready to give their all in every game. The new manager has been focused on instilling a sense of belief in the squad, and Danilo seems to be responding well to that. I think his ideas are really clear, he said, praising Rowe's approach. We need to work hard, we need to press, and we need to be consistent. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. Whispers have been swirling around IBROX this week, and it seems they might finally be true. HICKEY, the highly rated Scottish fullback, is reportedly set to join Rangers. The 22-year-old, known for his modern attacking instincts and versatility down the left flank, has been the subject of intense speculation all summer, and according to sources close to the club, the deal is done, or at least very close to it. HICKEY, who has made a name for himself across Europe for his composure on the ball and his uncanny ability to link defense with attack, would be a major coup for Giovanni van Bronckhorst's side. IBROX supporters have longed for a player who can seamlessly join the attack without leaving gaps at the back, and HICKEY's profile fits that description to a T. Rumors suggest that the fullback's arrival could see Rangers adopt a more fluid, aggressive approach on the left side, with overlaps and inventive passing becoming a regular feature of the Glaswegian outfit's play. Insiders are saying that HICKEY's move could signal a broader strategy by the Jers to strengthen key positions with young, hungry talents who can make an immediate impact in the Premiership and, crucially, in Europe. The Scot has already tasted Serie A football, and his experience abroad is expected to be invaluable in a squad that's hungry to reclaim domestic glory and make waves in continental competitions. Fans at IBROX are reportedly buzzing at the thought of him pulling on the blue jersey, with social media awash in speculation over how he'll fit into Van Bronckhorst's tactics. While nothing has been officially confirmed by the club, the chatter is growing louder. Could HICKEY be the left-back Rangers have been searching for? Will his arrival finally give the team the width and attacking dynamism that's often been missing in crucial games? One thing's for sure. If the rumors are correct, the 22-year-old's signature could be the headline everyone at IBROX has been waiting for. Keep your ears to the ground, because this story looks set to dominate the summer transfer gossip for weeks to come. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.